Caitlin Clark is redefining women's basketball. Her incredible talent and fearless style have captured the attention of fans, analysts, and even NBA legends, many of whom rarely speak out about the WNBA. No other player has stirred this much buzz, drawing both praise and debate from some of the biggest names in the sport. She's smashing records, moving the game forward, and leading a new wave in women's basketball. But her rise hasn't come without obstacles. From day one, she's faced critics and doubters. Now two of the game's greatest, Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, are stepping up to support her. And what they've said is turning heads. Michael Jordan recently spoke out, saying the WNBA owes Caitlin a great deal for the attention and excitement she's brought to the league. But he didn't stop there. He also criticized referees for treating her unfairly and called on the league to fix it. His message was clear. Caitlin has earned respect, and the WNBA needs to do better. When MJ speaks, the sports world listens. His backing shows just how much of a force Caitlin has become, not just a rookie standout, but someone changing the game. Allen Iverson is another legend who sees something special in her. Like him, she's not the biggest player on the court, but she plays with heart, skill, and a fearless mindset. Iverson said she reminds him of himself, gritty, bold, and impossible to overlook. He praised her attitude and called her a real difference maker, already inspiring the next generation.
Man, shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? And then just how aggressive she is, you know, and not just scoring in basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching her, and I just think down the road, she's going to only get better.
Allen Iverson knows what it means to carry a team, and he sees that same quality in Caitlin Clark. At the height of his career, Iverson was the driving force behind his offense, and now he sees Clark stepping into that role in the WNBA. He recently praised her relentless energy, saying it's the kind of intensity every top scorer needs. But what impresses Iverson most isn't just her scoring. It's how she makes everyone around her better. Even as the youngest player on the team, Caitlin shows the court vision and unselfishness of a true leader. Players like Iverson and Clark are often called floor raisers. They elevate their entire team, not just themselves. Iverson famously led an underdog 76ers team to the NBA Finals through sheer will and skill. He sees that same fire in Caitlin and believes her best years are still ahead. With more experience, he's confident she'll figure out how to take her team even further. Now, the spotlight shifts to the Indiana Fever. Can they build the right team around her? Iverson believes Caitlin has what it takes, but even the best need support to win big. NBA great Charles Barkley is also keeping an eye on Clark. With years of experience as both a player and broadcaster, Barkley understands the pressure that comes with the spotlight. He's impressed not just with Caitlin's game, but with how she handles everything off the court: media attention, fan expectations, and the weight of being a rising star. That kind of composure is rare, especially for someone so early in their career. And praise like that, coming from someone like Barkley, says a lot.
And the thing I love about her, she never says a word. And now, when I watch her, two things I like. She's playing much faster.
Yeah.
Much faster. She was playing too slow the first half of the season.
I think she was tired. I think she was banged up from the college season.
They didn't even give her the understanding, like, you girls been ready for the WNBA season. Y'all been working out on the no. She came straight out of college.
Caitlin Clark is thriving in every area of the game, and a lot of that comes down to her mindset. From day one, she's faced heavy pressure from fans, the media, and her own team. But instead of just meeting expectations, she's exceeded them. She's taken hits from tough defenders and proven she's stronger than many expected. What's really impressive is how fast she's adapted to the pro level. The WNBA is faster, more physical, and more demanding than college basketball. Most fans don't realize just how much it wears on players, but Caitlin is feeling it, especially with the extra physical play she's been targeted with. Still, she's handled it all with serious preparation. Her commitment to training has allowed her to absorb the hits and keep delivering game after game. Early on, some saw her purely as a skilled shooter, not someone built for physical battles. But she's shown she has both toughness and talent. Dominance in basketball doesn't always come in the form of size. Shaquille O'Neal, one of the most physically dominant players of all time, knows that better than anyone. And even he has made it clear that impact can come in different forms. Steph Curry, who Shaq calls his favorite current player, is a great example, and now Shaq is showing that same level of respect for Caitlin Clark. Speaking on Unapologetically, Angel Reese's podcast, Shaq praised Clark's game, despite her being Angel's top rival. He compared Caitlin to Steph Curry, saying she might not be the biggest on the court, but her skill and influence can't be ignored. Shaq believes players like Clark and Curry bring a spark that grows the game and pulls in new fans. And when a legend like Shaq gives you that kind of recognition, it's a big deal.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark, besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love, you know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud Abdul-Roh, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. And if you look at, like if you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", he's 6'10". He look like a perfect, normally office guy.
Yeah.
He's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before. Never seen nobody do that on a consistent basis.
Shaquille O'Neal recently spoke out about Caitlin Clark's growing influence in the WNBA, and he didn't hold back. He praised her for doing things no one else in the league is doing right now. Even her biggest rival, Angel Reese, has admitted Clark is setting herself apart. Still, Angel seemed to downplay Caitlin's skills, brushing off her deep three-point shooting by saying she just shoots from the logo. But that kind of shooting is no gimmick. It takes years of practice, laser focus, and real talent. It's also the kind of highlight that excites fans and brings fresh energy to the league. Shaq's comments weren't just about Clark's abilities. They were also a clear pushback against the idea that she's not the main reason behind the WNBA's recent popularity surge. While Angel has argued that the spotlight shouldn't focus only on Caitlin, the fact is, Clark's shooting range and star power have set her apart. Their rivalry is real, and it's one of the league's biggest draws. We've seen this kind of moment before. In the late 1970s, the NBA was struggling with ratings and public interest until Magic Johnson and Larry Bird changed everything. Their rivalry, which began in college, carried into the pros and helped turn the NBA into a global powerhouse. Now, women's basketball may be having its own breakthrough. The recent NCAA women's tournament broke viewership records, with Caitlin and Angel leading the way. Their move to the WNBA is bringing in a flood of new fans. Many are even comparing the duo to Magic and Bird. Magic Johnson himself agrees with the comparison. In fact, he's gone even further, saying Caitlin Clark has the potential to become the greatest player in WNBA.
Caitlin is the most popular WNBA player, but she's not the best at this time. Just like Larry and I were not the best when we entered the league. We became the best later on by our play. Caitlin still has to play great to become the best WNBA player.
Magic Johnson has always believed in the WNBA's potential, and now that vision is starting to become reality. As owner of the Los Angeles Sparks, he's been a longtime supporter of the league. confident it would one day grow into a thriving business, much like the NBA. That belief is paying off, thanks in large part to the growing spotlight on Caitlin Clark and her on-court rivalry with Angel Reese. Recently, Magic compared their matchup to his own legendary rivalry with Larry Bird. Battles that helped reshape the NBA in the 1980s and drew millions of fans to the game. He sees Clark and Reese doing something similar, injecting the women's game with excitement, energy, and widespread attention. Just as Magic and Bird changed how the NBA was played, bringing more speed, flair, and creativity, Caitlin Clark is pushing the WNBA forward. Her elite playmaking and high-level basketball IQ are already influencing how teams train and build their offenses. As a point guard, she's redefining the role, just like Magic did when he first entered the league. Many believe Clark is on a path to have the same kind of impact Magic had in his time, and coming from him, that endorsement carries serious weight. But Magic isn't the only legend who's taken notice. His former rival, Larry Bird, has also spoken about Caitlin's impact. More on that shortly. Before we get to his comments, there's another point guard who's shown Clark some love, Chris Paul. Known for his sharp passing, court vision, and leadership, Paul has long been seen as the gold standard for traditional point guards. After Clark's impressive rookie season, he reflected on his own early years and praised her growth and performance. The two also share a connection through State Farm, which asked Paul to personally congratulate Caitlin on
a few of the things that I learned coming from one Rookie of the Year to another, even though mine was 19 years ago. One of the biggest things after winning Rookie of the Year, because that's a big deal, first of all. That's a huge achievement and you should be proud. But going forward, I think the biggest thing I tried to focus on was getting stronger. I wanted to get stronger, I wanted to get faster, I wanted to be better on defense. But more than anything, I tell you, the biggest people that I leaned on was my family, my support system.